So we are back with doing a part two of this video that I did previously, the unease of calm when schizophrenia, when it comes when you have this break in uh, torment, like hallucinations such as auditory hallucinations is a big one, because you get so used to hearing the voices constantly, and that when a moment of clarity comes, a moment of the break from it comes, you are have been so conditioned to hearing these voices that you just don't know what to do with yourself after in this moment, right? So one of the things I've done, or actually the main thing I've done in this moment, is what I learned to do, because I didn't understand this at first, but I learned to I learned to, yeah, I'm back at this job site here, not job site, this location here. I see a buddy of mine there. But one of the things I did was um, was I learned to just embrace the moment, embrace the quiet, embrace the uh, just the relief, right? Because you have all this pressure building up on your mind for so long, and then suddenly it just leaves, right? So you're waiting for this explosion. You're always waiting for this explosion, and then suddenly this pressure leaves, and it's like, so, but there's a relief that should come, but we don't feel that relief, right? And that's what we need to focus on. Instead of focusing on where the voices went, are they going to come back? There's anxiety and the fear that comes in those moments, but we need to release those. We need to release those, because those are the calling cards of the very thing that we want to get rid of, right? So we have to uh, let go of those things, because we've heard this saying before, that when you fear something, you end up getting the thing you fear, because fear is an attractive quality, right? And so if you fear strengthens your power of imagination. It strengthens you in the negative aspects of the law of faith, right? So instead of getting the things you want, you'll get into things you don't want, because all your energy is going to put towards fearing that, and you'll imagine it coming back, and you'll so concentrated on it, thinking about it, that you end up pulling it towards you, so you get the thing you fear. It's like I've said previously in a video, like if you've somebody who's fears going to losing their jobs, and you just dreading it, and a lot of times the very thing you fear, you end up happening, right? And that's happened to me, right, before, where I was just out of nowhere, fear came of losing my job, and I end up losing my job, right? It's weird, right? And got laid off, right? So, but so you have to learn to let go of fear. No, I'm not saying that if you don't fear it and whatnot, it's not going to come back. But if you can build up your mind in those moments and embrace the moment of peace and clarity that you are given, then there's a better chance of you being pulling that into your mind, so that when that other thing comes back, it's not, or tries to come back, it may not have that the root to settle down in you, because you've already rooted something else, right? So if you listen to some of the stuff I've been telling you, I've been talking about in these videos, and you embody these, then uh, even if it tries to come back, you're going to be good, because you're conditioning your mind to focus on something else, towards something else, to pull in something else. And so this is how the power of faith works, right? It's using your imagination, your desire, your just your mental energy, uh, and it's a place of rest. You're not struggling, so you're letting go of the doubts and the fears and the anxieties and all those things, and then you hold to the positives, and that allows, and you walk you're walking forward, because when you let go of those things that were bothering you yesterday, that's in the past, right? But if you continue focusing on those things, you are walking towards the past, right back into it. So when you let go of that and you see a new future, a new a life, and you're now looking towards the future, you're looking ahead, and you're no longer moving backwards, you're moving forwards, right? And this creates distance between you and yesterday. So that's what you want to do. You want to just embrace the moments, learn to just let those negative falls, and the anxiety and the fear and doubts, all these things are going to try to creep back in, because it needs you to have those, to embody those, in order for them to come back and to really settle into your mind. So they're going to do everything they can to expose that weakness. So if you have these doubts and you're not really have that conviction, then you're going to be found out. So that's why you want to really settle yourself in those, have that resolve, and to really just learn to let go, because a lot of it is we walk through life with a lot of baggage. And I see in the conversation surrounding mental illness, and a lot of people, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, there's a lot of people, for some reason, they just seem so enamored with the symptoms of mental illness, and they just love it. And I say that because that's what it looks like to me. So so you don't want to be like that, right? You don't want to be something like that. If you want to be free, you have to let go of it, right? And those people they carry that burden and they love it. But if you want to be free, you got to put down that burden, right? Because it's heavyweight. It'll destroy you, right? But you want to put it down. This is what life is about. It's not about carrying as much weight as you can. It's about moving through a light, right? If you're running a race, you don't want to put more weight on you to burden you, to slow you down. You need to let go of the weights, right? So when you let go of the anxiety, when you let go of the fear, when you let go of the doubts, when you let go of all these things that hold you down and keep you depressed, then you become more light. You're able to embrace life. You're able to move forward with a different energy. And that's the energy you want to capture into your heart, into your mind, to light you up and dispel the darkness. And that's what, when you have these moments, use it to see. Don't allow this fog to remain over your eyes, or for it to turn your mind backwards, looking at yesterday, looking at where you're coming from. Look to where you're going. Remember, and I've said this before, remember Lot coming out of Sodom and Gomorrah, and his wife, how she was looking backwards to the destruction that she came out of, looking backwards to the place of all that nonsense, and you're moving to a new place. You've got to keep your eyes on the road, right? And so we come out of this misery, and what we do is we get caught looking back because we're afraid, because we're anxious, because we're doubtful. But you got to look forward, have faith, have courage, have hope, and move forward in that light, because behind you is darkness, and it will pull you in. And like I said, schizophrenia is not just random chaos. There is a method to it. There is a method to how it operates. And if you don't recognize that, then you will be a victim of it forever. But by recognizing it, you can use the same rules, laws that it tries to get you to use to bind yourself. You can use it to also free yourself, right? So anyway, that's just what I want to talk about in this one video, and hopefully it helps later.